Oh, and women, women. Well, and the women in my situation, when I was basically thrown out on the street upon asylum for filing for asylum in Oslo, Norway. The women basically were black, Hispanic, Asian. And those were the women, if you like. Yeah, these babes would actually wait for me every time whenever I would just stand up in the middle of the night, morning, just any time when I was about to go to a restroom or in the kitchen, or was whichever opportunity there was for any interaction, for just as soon as I would stop out of the room or any place, yes, they would be there. You go under the shower, they're there. You come out of the shower and they're there. Half nude, half topless. Come out of the hostel, you look left, right, on every corner you're going to see one. Walk down the street, you got many as you want. Go across the town, everywhere you go, they go behind you like almost kids behind the mama. That's the situation. I have seen more black girls in what was Oslo, Norway, and Bergen, Norway, and afterwards what was Göteborg, Sweden, than I have seen almost in America. That was the situation. It's called stalking. A stalking, which otherwise is extremely illegal under any meanings, and as such is also so accented in society. Oh, he's a stalker, stalker is so illegal, it's so wrong. He was stalking, he was this. Yes, it's illegal unless the government does it. Unless the government does it in a situation like mine, which basically is persecution. And why they do that? Well, you know why they do it? They do it in order to create hatred. Yes, simply in order to create hatred. Because if you have someone stalking you, you like it or not, it's completely logical, because that's how we are humans, we are built. You will start to dislike that person. And if you have particular races stalking you, then obviously you will start to turn against those races. It's called, in other words, severe racism. It's called a racism discrimination. Severe racism and discrimination. But no, in this case, we are talking about, I was the one called racist. Just like the music you hear in the back, this coughing. Yeah, I was followed all over the town by these little young kids from college who were actually instructed by their teachers, by their professors, to simply follow me around, and indirectly call me a racist, whatever. I didn't take that whichever way. More bothering than that, actually, I'm not sure what was more bothering than that, was a coughing. With stalking, with people waving behind you, wherever you went. Oh, in other words, suggesting, as music is talking, panic, anxiety, whatever you want. All you have to do is listen to the music. Yes. And it's quite ridiculous when you are actually a victim, persecuted, when discrimination, severe discrimination or racism is taking place against you, yet you have kids telling you indirectly that you are a racist. Whoa. Oh, yes. People of Christiania appeared all of a sudden. People of Christiania appeared because they had, what is the performance, some kind of a festival, whatever they had that, and they were there for about a week or so. And the last day, before they have left, yeah, well, they were stationed in the same hostel where I was. They know the owners very good. Oh yeah, the owners, they know it very, very good. Stationed in the same hostel where I was. The last night before they left, upon my return back to hostel with other person who was with me in the hostel, or another guest, we had our own room. Well, guess what? And the door latch, which was electronically controlled or with a card reader, did not lock. And my computer screen, worth $200, was broken. Yeah, but that was not the only thing. My study material was stolen as well in Bergen, Norway. While in Göteborg, Sweden, afterwards, the camera, digital camera, was stolen and the GPS was stolen. $200 for GPS, $150 for digital camera, $200 for LCD screen, computer screen. Oh wow! And the owners? Well, the owners didn't take any liability for it because the electronic door didn't lock. No sir. Nor have they taken liability for what was no lockers, basically. For what other stuff that was stolen from them. But, well, yeah, the owners of the hostel actually, the people also employed at the hostel, have previously worked for many, many years in the United States of America when it comes to Norwegians and Swedes. And on the top of that, also American people were employed in those hostels. On top of that, not only were they the only people who would be in United States of America previously, but entire NAV, or Employment Agency of Norway, also was stationed, like I said, in Miami downtown, both in what was Bergen and Oslo, as we have met again over there. And the same situation was with what was in Göteborg, Sweden. The same thing. People in retail, business in general, many of them I have met before in the United States, and all the people that you see in Norway and Sweden, there are, I'm not going to say all of them, but many, many of them, at least in Bergen or in what was Oslo, I have previously met actually as people of the third world countries or Americans alone who actually had no education whatsoever, people, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, who actually were paid by Norwegian and Swedish governments to go or to attend schools, education, learn Swedish or Norwegian languages free of charge, and afterwards settle in Sweden or Norway with jobs at starting salary $20 an hour. Remember, my highest pay, oh yes, and with the insurance, with the health insurance, my highest pay in United States of America was at $8 an hour. So while I, European, was getting whipped with 13 years in the United States of America with no more than 1.5 years of health insurance, and with exactly what you hear, these people were getting in Europe everything with a silver spoon in their mouths. That much about that. That much about also about asylum or procedures which I was diligent upon filing for that asylum. Double standards, racism, yeah.